old school, and the clutch is very heavy, and it's sort of at the top of the range too. So it's you get it going, but it seems to have, it doesn't like low RPMs for sure. But you know, being the sort of Kevlar bodies and lots of carbon, it's very stiff, and it makes a little bit of noise, little rattles here and there, and things like that with all of. Hey everyone, it's Steve Sudler with Foreign Cars Italia here in Greensboro. We are the official Ferrari dealership for the Carolinas. And today we've got a 599 GTO, and we also have a 1990 Ferrari F40. So some of you may know about the Ferrari F40. It was really sort of the first supercar for Ferrari, and it was the last of the supercars to personally be signed off by Enzo Ferrari himself before he passed away in 1988. So the F40 always sort of resonates with the aficionados of Ferrari. And the car that we have is actually about 3,900 miles on this car. It's recently been sold through our dealership here. So we do a lot of classic cars in addition to the new Ferraris that we have. And the F40, you know, for its time, that's a 1990 model. Was run from 87 to 1991 or so. And those cars had a twin turbo V8 engine, about 478 horsepower on those cars. So a lot of horsepower for the time. Doesn't sound like a lot today, but it was a 5-speed manual. And really driving that car, it's very old school, no power steering. Some cars didn't come with air conditioning, that was an option. So, you know, heavy clutch, no carbon fiber brakes on that car at all. But it was just a classic look. It looked so futuristic for its time, very race car looking in that car. It had a 0 to 60 time of just over 4 seconds. So again, for the time, really, really fast. And this day, compared to today's cars, probably not as much as we hear with today's cars in sub 3 seconds. And secondly, we have a 2011 599 GTO, which is actually a pretty rare car. We don't see them very often, especially at the dealerships for resale. They're usually hidden away in collections. They only built 599 of these cars total, so pretty exclusive. Actually, this car came after the 599XX, or experimental cars that you see every once in a while with the Ferrari FXX programs. That started first, and then this street car was sort of taking some of those experimental elements and put into the street car. So it is a 6.5 liter V12 engine. It has about 670 horsepower, so definitely a step up in horsepower compared to some of the earlier supercars that came, you know, just 10 years or so previous. So it's a really cool car. This one is actually finished in Rosso Formula 1 2007, which is again a unique color. You don't see it very often, but it's one of those classic cars out there. Just the looks, the front engine V12. You can't go wrong with the aggressive style of the 599 GTO.